Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx. Sorry, my head is like cut off here. It's going to be cut off all the way in a second when I show these cards. But thank you for tuning in. This is a pick a card reading. I have not done one of these on my channel in so long, so I'm going to be doing one here today. And this is for the Cancer full moon. What advice comes up? I have not looked at a single card. I just shuffle them with my eyes closed. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and then I get ready to do it. So I am going to be just showing the cards, and I'm going to take my face out so y'all can just focus on the cards. All right, that's what I like to do for pick a card readings. So here we go. Let's get me out of here and get to the good stuff. So we got the 3 piles. This is the pile selection portion if you haven't seen it yet. All right, this ball wants to roll around. All right, so we got wow. All right, so we have pile 1, which is this lovely black obsidian. It's really nice. And we have pile 2. Is it gonna focus? Is it focused? It's focused on my hand. There we go. Pile 2, which is moonstone, rainbow moonstone to be exact. And then we have pile 3, which is this orange calcite. Y'all like my nails? I just got them done. But yeah, so we're gonna get started here and see what's going on for each of these piles. All right, so let me move these out the way. Here we go. Black obsidian. So I got, let's see what we got here. Alrighty, so this is from my Moonology deck. You could have Sagittarius placements watching this. All right. So something that you've been maybe manifesting now, or something you've been thinking about for a while, is going to, it's preparing, you know, it's preparing for it to come to fruition, but it is going to take some time here. All right, let's see what else we got. I have so many cards here. Yeah, there's something that it's like, you might feel very stuck, or something that it's okay. Well, this is good. Okay, so why I say that is you have the card that says here, it says adjustments are required. So let me actually move these because it's going to just focus on those. So you have this card that says adjustments are required. All right. So the main thing here for your advice is to be flexible as possible. And something that you've been manifesting here, you got the Magician card, strong Virgo, Gemini energy with the Magician card, is eventually going to happen, but it's asking you to right now to just be flexible and try to deal with whatever issues are coming up now. Because you have this Mountain card, this is Lenormand, this isn't regular tarot, but the Mountain card in Lenormand means that there's something that's immovable at this time. It's a very hard situation, a hard task, something that feels like it's in your way, something that's blocking you or preventing you from being able to move forward. Now, you have take one day at a time. So your other advice is to just deal with things one step at a time, okay? Try not to think too much about the future and what you're going to do and what you need to do, but just try to stay in the moment. That's the main thing here with this card. Take one day at a time. You have the energy is gaining momentum. So eventually it will get to like a peak or a climax here, which is interesting because, you know, you have a mountain and then a mountain's peak. So you could feel like you're literally climbing up a mountain, and maybe you feel like there's something in your life that feels like a mountain. It feels like you'll never get around it or over it. And so you have also here the 7 of Swords. All right, the 7 of Swords can sometimes, this is your advice here with the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords can be a card, as you know, traditionally about deceptions, betrayals, and things like that. But when it comes out as advice, it's asking you to be smart, okay? To work smarter, not harder, all right? And so to get to where you need to be, your advice is to, you know, you can manifest a solution. If you can't like figure out like how to completely get rid of a problem or how to overcome, you can manifest, you know, a mindset shift or something in the change of your mind. And that could be something that you really need to focus on right now. and manifesting, using your natural gifts, using your abilities to be able to manifest a solution or manifest a way out of whatever setbacks you are facing. Okay, you have here, luck is on your side. Okay, we just had this new moon in Sagittarius during Sagittarius season. All right, that's why I said you could have Sag placements, especially, this is all very mutable energy here. Especially Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius is showing up the strongest. All right, but luck is on your side, so don't worry. That's why it's also a good time for you to go into the new year having a positive mindset. Pay attention to seeing angel numbers 111 or 1111. That means that you are in a vibration to manifest, but it's all about if you're being positive when you're trying to manifest, and if you're believing that you can have the things that you're going to manifest. Something that you really want to happen will come to fruition in June. Okay, and that's why it's suggesting that you take things one day at a time and not focus on so much of when, because it may take longer than expected for some of you, and they're just telling you to just focus on here and now. Okay, one step at a time, and eventually things will clear up for you. But right now I feel like I said, some of you feel like you're at this place where you're kind of hitting a wall with something. All right, but you are going to gain the clarity that you're looking for. You have this compass card, which means keep facing your true north. Keep on doing what you can. Keep pushing forward. Keep on just focusing on, like I said, one step at a time. Doing things, or day by day, moment by moment, second by second, whatever you have to do to make it through. You're going to find your sense of direction here, even though it might feel like you're stuck right now or you're blocked in whatever place that may be. These are predictions, by the way. I pulled the Lenormand for predictions. So, and then you have the dog card. So some of you, literally speaking, you might want to consider getting like a pet, like an emotional support animal, possibly. For others of you, in Lenormand, the dog represents a loyal friend or a very close person to you. So for many of you, you are going to have, either this is somebody currently in your life that is going to be along, you know, your path with you. Could be like a lifelong friend type of person, somebody that is going to be loyal to you, is going to be helping you push through. Or if you've been wanting this, manifesting this, it's coming in. All right, somebody, a soulmate. The dog can be a soulmate that's coming towards you, and it doesn't have to be romantic either. Like I said, this is most likely going to be a friend that's going to be helping you, okay, along the way. So you have that, and then the last two cards for pile one for your advice here. What you need to release under this full moon: surrender the habit of people pleasing. Okay, this card says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. All right, so what you need to release, and when I was first pulling the cards, I was getting a lot of, all right, we're dealing with mommy issues, and some of the people-pleasing tendencies you have could come from a relationship with your mom or a mother figure, because, you know, we are in a full moon in Cancer. The moon is associated with the mom, okay, or our feminine energy and the mother relationships in our lives, okay? And so when you're too much overactive in your feminine energy, you can fall into this trap of people pleasing. So be careful about overdoing it, and going into the new year, make sure that you're setting new boundaries with people and not trying to overgive and give and please people to gain a sense of validation, or use it as a way to just, you know, make yourself feel better, or allow people to manipulate you or guilt trip you into serving them beyond what you're comfortable with. Because what happens when you do too much people pleasing is you form resentments, and then that's not a good thing, okay? And that also can be a blockage for you. So go into this new year saying, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. And, you know, if somebody's mad at me, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person, okay? And then lastly, you have this water energy, King of Cups. King of Cups is mainly associated with Cancer, but can also be Pisces, Scorpio. So if you're a mutable sign, this first pile can definitely be for you. Or if you have Cancer placements and Scorpio, those are the main signs showing up here. But regardless of what sign you are, you have the King of Cups, which is, as advice, is encouraging you to just balance out your own emotions and to stay confident in your emotions as you're going through the trials and tribulations you're facing. The one thing you can do that's going to help you manifest is using your emotions, whatever strong emotions you have, as fuel. Okay, energy is neither negative or positive. It's about what you do with it, as well as emotions. King of Cups is a very compassionate person, very mature emotionally, has a lot of emotions inside, but knows how to maintain them, knows how to not let them rule over his life. It doesn't matter the gender that you are either. But King of Cups is telling you to practice being compassionate towards yourself and to use your emotions in a positive way, and mainly to manifest an outcome that you desire. And you can do this, use your mental energy, because we are in that Jupiter, Saturn, and Aquarius time period now where your mental energy is going to be just as important as anything else. Okay, so that is for pile 1, what you needed to know and advice for this full moon. Okay, moving on to pile 2. Pile 2. Where's pile 2? Oh, here it is. The Moonstone. Alright, so let's see what we got here. More Gemini showing up. We got Gemini, we got Libra, we got Scorpio. Alrighty. Sorry, y'all. This table's not big enough for me. Okay, we got 2 men here, or 2 people. Could be like a third party situation coming up. Alright, so the first thing here as your advice, you got new moon in Gemini. This will not be until Gemini season of next year, well, this coming year. Okay, communication is key. All right, so something in regards to communication is going to be very significant for you at this time. It's not as much about what you're saying, but about how you're saying it. So there's something that you're going to have to communicate about, or open up that throat chakra in order to find a solution that you're looking for. All right, for others of you, you have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So we had a new moon in Libra in this past Libra season. But for those of you going into the new year, you're likely to develop a new romantic cycle with somebody, okay? And then you have full moon in Scorpio. So the full moon in Scorpio won't be until Taurus season, okay? Because full moons always occur in the opposite sign season. All right, so Taurus season is the Scorpio full moon. All right, so your advice also, it's time to release negativity. So some of you, I'm getting that maybe it's time to release negativity when it comes down to your love life, maybe. And this could be the way that you think about love needs some revamping. Or, if you feel very strongly towards love in a negative way, it's time to release those things, all right? What else do we have here? As far as cycles are concerned, you have next full moon. So the next full moon, there's a full moon every month. So something that's starting under this full moon will come to a culmination under the next full moon for many of you. Now I'm seeing that I wish I brought my other deck down here to clarify like why certain cards came out, because I really want to know more about this scenario, but I didn't bring any clarifying cards. You got 7 of Pentacles here. So for those of you that chose the second pile, it's likely that you've been waiting on something for a while, something to come to fruition in your life. You're waiting, you're putting in the work. And especially, like I said, if you have Gemini, Libra, or Scorpio placements, this could definitely be for you. And Spirit is saying it's worth waiting for. It'll be worth the wait. You'll see why you had to wait for something to happen. You'll see why it took longer than it needed to, in your opinion. It could have been because you weren't ready for it possibly before. And so, yeah, that's why you had to wait. But it'll be worth the wait, whatever it is that you're like, oh my gosh, this is just taking forever. And for many of you, this is love, that you're like, this is just taking too long. Okay? But in the meantime, there's things that you can definitely release as of now. Okay? and try to do a detox and make sure that all your baggage is kind of taken care of as much as possible. All right. Others of you, like I said, there could be some issues coming up here with communication. You got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So communication is key. Some of you might be withholding communication from someone where you need to be speaking up. Like I said here, you got these two men showing up. One is in reverse and one is upright. Okay, so make sure, there's a lot of men in this. Look at there's actually two men on this card as well, which is very interesting. So there's two men here, two men here. So for some of you, you could be like in a third party thing where you need to be more clear with people that you're talking to and let people know your intentions, or everybody needs to just be on the same page. All right, that's your advice, is to get everybody on the same page. Maybe you're holding back from somebody, or somebody's holding back from you, and instead of making assumptions about why somebody's holding back, maybe you should speak up and ask. Okay, ask like, hey, what's going on? Like, I see that you're kind of being distant from me, things like that, because I feel like somebody's not being so truthful here. You have the Mask card in Lenormand, which means there's some type of deception going on or something that's hidden. Okay, so just make sure that if you're the one holding back, it's time to kind of speak up and let people know like why you might be distant or why you're kind of pulling away. Or it could be somebody else has like priorities elsewhere, or is focusing on a couple people at one time, why they're not really showing up for you, and you need to kind of get clear on that. Now the last two cards here, we have the Page of Cups and we have Surrender to Creativity. Page of Cups is very a strong card about creativity, and with Surrender to Creativity here. So for the new year, you got the Page of Cups. It's very important that you tap into your creative juices and do something different that gets your creativity flowing, like any type of childlike energy, because pages can be children as well. So anything that helps you feel kind of like a kid again, like playing with children, playing with toys, painting, drawing, anything like that, or doing something creative. If you have like a regular job, maybe trying to do a hobby that's more creative for you into the new year. Okay, and a page can also be a small offering that's coming towards you as well, and that could be a love offering or an apology. Surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So the more creative you are, the better, and getting out of your logical mind as much and moving into a more creative time frame. All right, so that's what we have here for pile 2 for your advice and what you can expect going into the new year after this full moon. All right, so last but not least, I'm going to do orange calcite. I love this. This is like one of my favorite stones. I'm just in love with it. But anyway, orange calcite. So last pile here, let's get it on. Virgo. All right now. All right now. All right. Who chose this pile? I chose this pile. All right. See, this is the thing, y'all. Especially if you're a Virgo. Listen up here. Oh, or a Gemini. Why is Gemini in all these piles? Ooh, Jesus. Okay. So right away, this is the strongest message out of all 3 of these. So the thing here, you got, look at this. You got this 10 of Swords. This is a good pile though. It's good. It's actually good. You got 10 of Swords and you got the Cross. So the Cross in Lenormand represents burdens. It represents trials. It represents feeling, you know, weighed down, kind of like the 10 of Wands. And then you have this 10 of Swords here. So a lot of you have like some type of burden that you're still carrying around with you, like you're just carrying it on, you know. It's something that has already been finished. 10 of Swords, it's finished. It's already been done. It's led up to this point. The signs showing up here the strongest is Virgo, Gemini, and Cancer. But yeah, it's something that you're really still carrying around, or you're still angry about it, or you refuse to let it go. And Spirit is saying this: nothing will come of the situation. Okay, so nothing will come from you carrying around guilt. Nothing will come from you carrying around failures of your past. Okay, pain, resentment, whatever it is. Whatever it is that's making you feel so burdened and so heavy, you don't have to carry it around, okay? You don't have to carry those emotions associated with, like, yes, it's happened to you. Yes, it hurt, or yes, it was painful. If it could have been a betrayal, could have been death, anything like that, that you might take on that guilt. I'm getting a lot of guilt for some reason. And so Spirit is saying nothing is going to come from you holding on to that emotion, okay? Once you grieve, once you get it all out, you don't have to carry it around. Sometimes we like to carry things around because it makes us feel like we're still in control and stuff like that. But no, it's time to let go of that burden, all right? You have a new start is coming. So be prepared, for those of you that chose pile 3, for a new start to come to fruition after this full moon. All right, that's going to be really exciting. A new start after the 10 of Swords, 10 to the 1. All right, you're upgrading here. You got new moon in Virgo. So we had that back in Virgo season, but I'm pretty sure this is about the next new moon in Virgo this year. A time to give rather than to take. All right, so think about maybe where you can be more generous, possibly. And then you have, there's something that's going to start pretty small, but it's going to be a little new beginning for you. All right, you got children here. Could be if you want children, or you want to have children, or start something small. Something's going to start, okay? A new start, a small new start for some of you. And it's definitely going to be an upgrade from whatever ended in the past, whatever you felt like was just so devastating for you, or was so hard to deal with. You have the stork. This could, look at the, isn't that cool? Like, you know, like the reference, like stork delivering the baby. So some of you, if you maybe had like setbacks with having children or a miscarriage, I do feel like you're going to have a chance in having children, is a message that I'm getting here. But nonetheless, if that's not for you, you have an upgrade coming, okay? I love this pile. This is so beautiful. But yeah, you have an upgrade. Stork is all about energetic upgrades. It's about ascending. So you are ascending to the next chapter, the next level in your life. So there's no need to get caught up in what didn't work out. Okay, so you have here March. Something is going to happen that's significant in March. All right. Significant in March for you, if it'll focus, of this year. I don't think it's going to focus. Sorry, y'all. And it could happen in the morning. Something about the morning time, possibly. So look out for something March and morning time. Or maybe there's something significant, like I said, about the morning. Okay. So, I don't know why none of these will focus, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's bothering me. Okay, anyway. So then next here you have with your tarot, like I said, more Gemini. You got the Lover's card. So a union for some of you is likely, or you're likely to get, meet somebody new, something significant about meeting a person here. And you got the Chariot. Okay. So I see you just, you know, really getting your courage to move forward and leaving all the broken bits and the damage in 2020. All right, you're deciding to just let that burden go, whatever is burdening you. All right, surrender to success. This card has been coming out a lot in the regular readings, but you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So if this doesn't scream new start, new world, all that stuff, a new start is coming. All right, so y'all got to really make a conscious decision to say, look, this already happened to me. I'm not about to, like, you know, I already grieved. I'm not about to sit here and feel bad about it anymore. That is something that you have to consciously do, because the more you say, I'm going to just wallow in this self-pity, I'm going to wallow in this whatever, you're going to stay in that energy, and nobody can bring you out except for you. Chariot is about pushing forward in, you know, and despite defeat. It's pushing forward in the face of fear. All right, choosing courage over fear. This is what you're being asked to do into the new year. Push forward and say, I'm leaving all of that behind. It does not serve me. Nothing is going to come from, it's not going to, you know, bring this situation back to life. It's not going to bring this person back to life. It's not going to heal me being miserable. So it's time to move on. All right, I see a lot of y'all moving on. So that's all that I have here for y'all for the pick a card, pick a pile. I know y'all can't see me no more, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. I'm going to be starting the January monthly readings pretty soon, hopefully by the weekend. I've been taking a break and enjoying that break. All right, y'all. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.